are? Who the hell do you think you are?
Obama.
You any kind of artist? Anybody know who you are? Who are you? I'm the Joker, baby. You miserable, presumptuous, no talent.
Smoke a cigarette after I bang your dad in the butt.
An artist respects the silence and serves as the foundation of creativity.
Oh, Mommy. Like, literally, Mommy. Oh, God, I feel drunk.
You're everything that's gone wrong in this world. You're a self-consumed, no talent, mediocre piece of shit. And I've earned my right to say it.
I eat your asshole alive, you bitch. Fuck you, you hoe. Come and say my face.
1975. I wrote Bob Dylan up on stage. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? Who do you think you are? I am. You nothing. You nothing. You are nothing. You will never be a That's right.
That's it.
That's it.
It's running.
Yeah, so that's the new setup.
Wow.
So
Chanel.
yeah, we are on episode, I think this is 20.
I think it
So
is.
that's a perfect time. The number's divisible by 5. We got the new audio setup. We got the new microphones. Levi
It sounds good. I got the jack, the thing.
Levi did have his pop filter stolen though by either my cat or my kid. So one of the two. I had a 2-pack.
Okay.
The box is over there.
Yes. So if it's anything, if it doesn't sound good, it's definitely not the hardware. It's
No, actually,
the, mic.
that sounds good.
I got a crispy voice, dude. This thing is 12 feet is way too long.
Yeah, it is weird though because I don't know, I'm not used to it yet, and like all this shit in my face, I'm getting like vertigo looking at like there's like stuff in the like.
You just start talking, you start leaning off to the side.
Well, no, it's like I'm looking and it's like I can't focus, but it might be because of my glasses too. All right,
dude.
So,
episode 20, it might be another diarrhea episode.
Yeah, well, this will be your turn for the diarrhea.
Oh yes.
Have you been saving it all day just so you have to make a break? But, all right, guys, I've been holding in. I'm gonna bring the mic. I've been
saving this since Monday. I've had to shit my pants since Monday, but I did. I was waiting to show you this, but I did find the episode cover that we can use.
Okay, keep talking.
The diarrhea is real. It's been several days. Yeah, I'll take one. Maybe it'll help the diarrhea. Yeah, I'll take a tall boy. I've been suffering not so silently.
Maybe a second dose will reverse the effect.
Yes, but here's when you're like, oh, maybe go get some Pepto and maybe that'll help, dry you up or whatever. Before you said that, I also had to get that this morning. Yes. Yeah, nice. So yeah, that was the type of day it was. So I had to leave work and go to Walmart and get a package of underwear and some Pepto, the big bottle. For your recommendation. Yep. But when I got there, I already feel like shit. I shit my pants earlier in the day. I get in there. I'm like, all right, here's the fucking Pepto. And it takes you like 9 years to find anything in there. I was like, all right, I'll just go get a package of underwear and then head out. I go to the underwear aisle. Literally every single brand and size is in like spider web steel cable gear to keep them from being stolen. And this is fucking underwear, right? Literally every single size except extra smalls. Those were the only one. Like every brand, it was just open. So I was like, man, these big, they're just the ones that steal all the underwear.
So what type of pant shit did you have? It
was literally like, oh, you know what? It's been slowing down. This is just a fart. And it wasn't just a fart.
But was it like a full like?
No, it was definitely like maybe I didn't shit my pants. Maybe it didn't make contact on the underwear, and I just held it in my cheeks. Did not help.
Well, we had that talk a long time ago, the debate, and I still think that if you are wearing if you're wearing pants and you poop and keep it between your cheeks, it's still you pooped your pants. That's my opinion.
Well, I don't know. It could go either way, really. But the thing that really pissed me off is like I got like your butt muscle, it's like half a circle, right? You definitely get more pinch leverage, like perpendicularly, like straight out from your junk.
Okay.
And so when I like, oh shit, and I held my cheeks, it didn't come like out of my butthole. It like diverted to the top, and I was like, oh, that's just a fart bubble that's caught there. And it's like, so I like shit the top of my pants just a little bit.
So like a baby, like a diaper.
Yes.
When they come up their back.
Yeah, literally. So I get in there, I'm like, oh fuck, dude. But so I was like, dude, I already don't feel good. I'm just buying underwear so I can wear it for the rest of the day at work. So I grabbed the like one that isn't on lock. Like
yeah,
one
the cheapest, shittiest one.
The cheapest one that isn't spiderweb locked up. And so I'm walking to the self-checkout, and I'm standing there waiting, and, like, Walmart's removed all of them except 2 because, big shocker, everybody steals from self-checkout.
Well, that Walmart in particular, though, the one that you're talking about right now,
yeah,
that one is the one we call Somalia because it's like, it is the shittiest place ever. Like, every time I go in there, there's kids, like, eating Kool-Aid packets and stuff. It is so
rolling on
bad.
the ground.
Dude, it's awful. It's unbelievable.
I'm standing there ready to check out, and I'm like the person all the way in line where you're supposed to be standing, and then this non-Caucasian couple, middle-aged, just walks up and just walks right in front of me, and just like is standing there, and I'm like sitting there, and I don't feel good. I'm like, dude, this is what's fucking wrong with these people. Like, what the fuck? Like, this is unacceptable. And I was like, excuse me, I was in line, and they turned around, and they already were scowling or whatever. I'm like, I was in line. They're like, oh, we're so sorry. I'm sorry. And I was like to myself, like, man, I'm a fucking. These are actually really nice people.
And when the poop rage,
I know. And then so they were like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then another guy that was checking out was like, don't worry, bro. Another non-Caucasian was like, I won't go and let him check you out. I wouldn't let them go in front of you.
The vigilante squad
and he
came
just
in.
kept talking at me, and I was like, yeah, I know, I'm already having a bad day. And I showed the underwear and the Pepto, and like, oh, damn, dude. And then I cruised out.
Oh, my God. I feel like, I don't know. This is weird. It's like, I think I might actually take the filter off.
Okay.
It sounds worse. This sounds worse than that, but whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but whatever. Yeah, I was laughing because so when I was leaving today, I was watching this video that was talking about 28 years later, that movie.
Yeah.
And I did not like it at all.
Okay.
Right. 28 Days Later is one of my favorite movies. It's really good.
Yep.
28 weeks later, I'm kind of like, whatever about, like, it's fine, I guess, but it's not as good as the first one.
Right.
And I thought that maybe they would, I don't know,
do something.
Well, I thought it would be
something better.
Yeah. And I watched that movie like a while ago, and it was just like, what the fuck is this? Like, the first half of the movie and the second half of the movie aren't this, whatever. Like, I don't like it. Right.
Okay. Yeah.
So there was this guy that I was
Big
watching.
Shocker.
There was a guy that I was watching who was doing a review on it, and I was like, oh, this guy usually has the same opinions as me.
Sure, right.
And I looked at the length of the video, and it was like an hour and 45 minutes, and I'm like, I know exactly what this is going to be.
Give it to me.
Yeah, so I'm listening to it, and the guy said all the exact same stuff that I said about it, and I was just like, yes, tell me how much you hate him, yes. And I just completely didn't even think of anything, just left, So I was like hating, just satisfactory as I don't know, it was funny to me. So
validating your rage.
Well, it was,
yes, they are wrong. It is bad. I hate it.
Do you know that what in that movie what happens at all? Do you know?
I heard that like the first half is nothing like the second half, and it doesn't even make sense.
It's like it ends. The ending of the movie is the like biggest pile of shit I've ever seen in my life. Where there's a cult of Jimmy Savile fans that wear like Russian tracksuits that jump out of the woods and like save the child.
Okay.
But that's not like a thing that ever, like, it makes no fucking sense. It'd be like if like the Teletubbies showed up at Dawn of the Dead. It doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't make any sense. And then there's like the second one of these new movies, and the entire movie's about them and the doctor, who the doctor's whole existence has been just piling up bones on an island for 15 years.
Yes, these are my bones.
And there's a part in it when he shoots the protagonist is like a 12-year-old boy.
Okay.
Right? And he like shoots the boy with a blow dart with some sort of drugs in it, and the boy's like catatonic on the ground, and the doctor's like, in memori mentum, death in foreign languages means this. Death is good and bad. There's a good death. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing to this kid? Like, you're just like brain.
Does he take his bones
him?
or something? Or
no,
he's
a good guy.
Oh.
So just imagine like you go see your neighbor and he's like, here, take this, and you're like on the ground seizing up with some sort of weird hallucinogen.
Death isn't bad. It's a good thing.
Well, and he's talking about he was relating the dead language of Latin. So like you still study dead languages because there's value there,
right?
So like the society is dying because of these totally not zombies, and it's like Latin, and like he's preserving and I was like, why are you telling him this? Like, there's like zombies on an island chasing you. What the fuck are you doing? And then there's also this part where like apparently, and I was not paying much attention after I got, alert.
Spam call.
It's a yam call, dude.
It is a yam call.
There was a part in it where apparently there are other European countries that are still okay.
Okay.
And like only England is fucked, so they just like don't let anyone go there, but like they don't help them at all, and they're just like, "Yeah, you guys deal with it." So they're like embargoed or with like boats, and I'm like, "Why? Who the fuck? Like whatever." So
that's what would happen, right? An entire isolated country, like, just don't go over there. They wouldn't nuke it or anything.
Well, I don't know. So that is what happens, and then there's this part when like a guy from like a boat gets washed up on shore, and he's like on all this like combat armor and stuff.
Okay.
And like I think the kid saves him or something. There's a point where they're in this building.
Okay.
And the guy is just like talking to this kid about like, yeah, back home we got like Uber and we got like this and we got like all the like iTunes and Uber and Game Boys. And he's like, yeah, but you probably wouldn't know about that. And it's like the kid's a 12-year-old who's lived on an island with zombies. Why the fuck would he know what Uber is? Like, and I was like, okay, well, maybe it's like a one-off thing. And then there's like 3 or 4 other points when he's like talking to the doctor about a cell phone. And then they both go like, old William wouldn't understand that. And they look at the kid and it's like, why are you just being mean to a child?
So they tease him and tell him that he's dumb and then make him go catatonic on the ground.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
You'll never die. You'll die.
And then it's also, God, there was one other part in that movie that was, they have like these like camera rigs where it was like 17 iPhones on a like a track, and they were like sprinting through the woods following the zombie, and it was supposed to give like a good effect or whatever.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find it, because I mean the camera rig was cool. And they also, so the original 28 Days Later was filmed with like really shitty cameras, right?
Sure.
That's why it looks the way it does. They didn't have much money, so their point was to make a like the modern day version of that would be cell phones.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to crank that down, but it would be
I was
cell
just staring at you through the mount. My eyes were going cross-eyed, so
that's what I was saying. So the modern day version of like a shitty camera would be a cell phone, except for modern day cell phone cameras aren't shitty, so it just looks like flat. Like
yeah.
Like it doesn't have depth to it, right? So this is the rig they were using, which I mean that's kind of
that's neat.
Cool, I guess. But the part about it is they were doing these like the kill shots in the movie in the original 28 Days Later. The kill shots were like purposefully fucked up and brutal because like they didn't have much money to make it.
Sure.
So they couldn't have like his brain exploded and fucking whatever, right?
Right.
So it would be like a guy getting hacked to death with a machete and like a bunch of jump cuts of a guy like flopping on the ground, and it's supposed to be disorienting and brutal and whatever, right?
Right.
In this one, it looks like when you get like a super awesome special kill in Skyrim or something, and like the time slows down and the guy like
ew, dude.
It just looked.
Fucking
It gave me like motion sickness a little bit. Like it was very very weird, but that was
so disappointing.
And it was just funny because it was 2 guys and they were talking about all the shit they had a problem with, and the review of them.
Are these the guys that did the Sinners review?
No, these are.
Okay.
This is like a dude who I didn't even know was still on YouTube because he was making like zombie video game and movie reviews like 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And I liked this stuff 10 years ago. And then I saw like a recommendation the other day for the first time since COVID.
Okay.
And I was like, wow, this dude is still going. And he used to get like 6 million to 10 million or between 2 and 10 million views on a video. And now, I mean, you look at the stuff and it's like barely 100,000.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, I don't know if that's just like you have a shelf life as a YouTuber or
maybe he was just like, there's no point anymore. All the zombie shit's gay and dumb, and I got nothing to talk about.
He's still making zombie stuff.
All right.
And
well,
it was funny because of his stuff, the hating on that movie had one of the higher views of his recent stuff, and I'm like, yeah, dude, everyone fucking hates this shit. And then you go in the comments, and there's people like, well, I actually enjoyed it from an artistic perspective, and it's like half the movie is just,
dude, fuck you.
No, it'll be like a thing where the people who made the movie definitely, when they made 28 Days Later, wanted to make a good movie that had artistic value.
Right.
And they are far more concerned about having artistic value that communicates things that isn't what's on screen. And it's just like, dude,
Yeah, that shit's gay, dog. It's a bad movie.
It's also
Even if everything's fucking beautiful and it looks great,
there's nothing there.
good job.
It's empty. It's like
Exactly.
And that's like the thing where I do appreciate after doing a lot, reading The Hobbit with the kids and stuff.
Yeah.
Tolkien's perspective as allegory is the dumbest thing on earth. You should write a story about what the story's about and nothing more. It shouldn't be secretly about, whatever. And it's like, yes, there shouldn't be. I want to read a story about zombies and a guy trying to survive, and I don't want that to be about capitalism.
Yeah.
I just want it to be about, like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't, whatever. And that's the thing, because, like, Dawn
There's
of
no
the
bigger
Dead,
meaning here. I don't need a lesson.
well, sometimes it's okay, but
Sure,
like,
but
in this instance, it's
just
a
give me
zombie
what I
movie.
want.
It's a fucking zombie movie.
Right.
Shoot the bad guys and have whatever. And Dawn of the Dead, the original one and the remake, that's supposed to be a commentary on capitalism and consumerism,
okay.
because like they're at the mall and like they're like mindless zombies at the mall buying stuff. But no one in the world picked that up, and it honestly kind of makes the movie worse when you think about it, right? It's just like, I don't know. But
thanks, dude.
And there was one other movie that I watched about a quarter of, and it might be the worst movie I've ever seen.
Okay.
Maybe. It was definitely the most boring. I couldn't believe what I was watching.
What was it?
It's called The Dead Don't Die.
Oh.
And the cast is insane. Okay, let me look this up. It's a zombie movie that came out not that long ago.
The dead don't die because Latin is a dead language and you still study it. So you're studying something that's dead, but it's actually not dead. So the dead actually don't die if you're still talking about them.
Okay, so it came out in 2019.
Okay.
Had Bill Murray, Adam Driver, Tilda Swinton, Danny Glover, Selena Gomez, Steve Buscemi, Sarah Driver, one of the rappers from Wu-Tang Clan in it. So like big names, huge names. Okay, it is so bad. It's seriously.
Wow, dude,
that movie was painful, and it was bad in a way that was not like it was not traditionally bad. It was advanced bad.
Okay,
where it was definitely, the whole thing was supposed to be a commentary on a bunch of social issues paired with like a weird artistic sarcastic take on how zombie movies are bad, which is like, I don't understand this. And all of the, like, Adam Driver's character is so terrible. He's like a police officer, and he just says like he's supposed to be like reading the line, like his character is like a actor that's playing the.
This is what happens when you go to art school for too long.
I don't know. And then, but there's the thing about it that really made me go like, holy shit. The entire thing is pushed by a song written and performed by Sturgill Simpson, and they play the song like, I mean, so fucking much. Okay, to the point where the song's called "The Dead Don't Die."
Yeah.
Okay, and in the car, Bill Murray's a cop, Adam Driver's a cop. They're driving, and he's like, "What is this?" And he's like, "It's a song by Sturgill Simpson called "The Dead Don't Die." And he turns it up, and they just play like 2 minutes of a song when they're driving, and it's not. I mean, it's not a.
And there's nothing else. It's just them driving and the song playing.
Yeah, and then it's like, wow, this is like whatever. And then it's like 10 minutes later, they're at like a pub or something, or a diner.
Yeah.
Okay. And the guy's like, what's that on the radio? It sounds good. And it's like, it's a song by Sturgill Simpson called "The Dead Don't Die." And they turn it up, and they're just listening to it again. It's like, dude, what the fuck is this? And then also the part when I was just like, all right, fuck this, was Steve Buscemi is playing a like parody of a MAGA guy.
Okay.
And he's in the diner.
Yep.
And he is insinuating that the country song is too like woke for him.
Okay.
It just doesn't. It's like you completely miss the point of whatever. And then I think the waitress, I don't remember exactly what he says, but the waitress is like, "Do you want more coffee?" And then he looks at the camera. He's like, "Sorry, that's a little too black for me."
No
and
way.
And then it cuts to Danny Glover sitting there, and it's like, man. And I just was like, "Fuck this," and I turned the thing off. Yeah. And then I went online because I was like, oh, maybe this is good. And I didn't want to like spoil, because I've had times where
it starts off just absolute hammered dog shit, and you're like, oh, you know what, maybe or
I've
whatever.
had times where I look at the reviews of a movie and I decide, oh, no one likes it, and I don't watch it, and then like a year later I put it on and it ends up being okay.
Sure.
Okay, and I've had stuff like that happen.
Yep.
Okay, but in this instance, dude, it was just brutal. I seriously, That would be a thing that I would like to try to get you to watch because it is so bad in a way that I can't even explain. And there's like this subplot, and I didn't finish it, so I don't know if it goes anywhere. I'm gonna guess nowhere. Where you know who Tom Waits is?
No.
Okay, he's like he's like an actor who's like a very poetic,
Okay.
esoteric guy. He takes himself very seriously.
Yes.
And he's like a homeless guy,
Okay.
and he's like stealing chickens from someone, and then after the cops come out to the Adam Driver and Bill Murray cops, they come out to talk to him, and he shoots at them.
Okay.
Just from the woods, and then they're just saying, oh well, see you later. and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
He's there stealing chickens. He shoots at them. What are you listening to? The Dead Don't Die by Sturgill Simpson, and just starts playing again.
Dude, I don't know.
So if you're gonna make a spoof of that movie, do you make it funny or make it serious or like a parody of that movie? Do you actually make it good, or you make it even more ridiculous, poking fun at the ridiculous?
Well, so I did before I turned it off. I fast forwarded further ahead to see like maybe they all die, and I like okay, right?
Yeah.
And the zombies are like actual zombies coming out of the ground, which I'm already like, turn this shit off, right? And the zombie who comes out of the ground is Iggy Pop.
Ah, very cool.
And he's wearing he's got no shirt on with like a leather vest.
Okay.
And his tombstone says he's like 92 and he died in the 60s. And he comes out and he's wearing like 70s rock star clothes. And I'm like, all right, this doesn't whatever. And there's a part when he's eating someone and they're just like, well, he's going to get me now, like looking at the camera, fourth wall break.
Jeez,
and I'm just like literally like seething anger.
John dies at the end movie sounds better than that.
Well, the part about it that I know is really bad is because this movie has all of these big names and I never even heard of it.
Right. How many? What percentage of movies that get made? I mean, how many of the shit stack is there before you get to like the 2 or 3 movies you hear about a year? Do you think it's like 70% or like 90% of the movies that get made or like that?
Oh,
I mean, what was the budget for that?
I don't know.
It had to be like $90 million or some shit like that.
Keep talking. Shit on it more in a new way. Go.
Because I just don't understand how you can be like, pitch this to somebody and be like, yeah, that's a great idea. Unless you have a Jewish uncle and you're in Hollywood and you're like,
okay,
I have something I want to do.
I will say, okay, whatever.
What was the budget?
It was only $11 million. I will. Okay. I'm not the guy. It should have been.
So their entire budget was just hiring the actors.
Yeah, and also, I did notice another weird thing about it that just made me go.
He probably spent like $5 million on Bill Murray.
Yeah. But there was
funny.
I guess it technically probably was profitable with that, but whatever. The
Maybe
zombies in it, they don't bleed. They like puff out black dust. And it took me. I was like, "What?" And I was just scrubbing through.
Yeah.
And it was not good. I was offended by it. It was awful. It was seriously
how much did it gross? I'm curious. Or what did it make at the box office?
So it said it grossed 15.3 worldwide, which is including like streaming and stuff. And so I mean, it technically made money, but that was it was god awful. And also the guy who made it looks like a total faggot.
I feel like that's more of a return than most mid movies go.
No. Not. I mean, it sold that much with here, that's what he looks like, the guy who made it.
Oh, okay. Kind of looks like Stephen King.
He looks like he's pretending to be that who's the director that died recently, the cigarette guy that everyone thought was cool? Fincher or
My sphincter.
David
My sphincter
Fincher?
has died within the past couple days.
David Fincher.
David Finch.
David Lynch? Yeah, Fincher somebody else. Yes, he looks like he's pretending to be this guy. He is a guy that everybody's like, this guy's like really fucking cool, man. And he made Twin Peaks, and then everybody pretended like his other movies were good, and they were not good. I watched Eraserhead, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at here, man.
Yeah.
You just wouldn't get it. You're not like a real
I'm not cool like that.
Cinemaphile. That's what it's called when you're into.
Is it really?
A cinemaphile and an audiophile. If you're like headphones. and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a self.
They should. I was thinking about an idea for a show driving here. Like there's survive. They drop you out in the woods or the jungle or whatever. They should call it Highway Survival, and you're just driving the highway. And I was like, I was driving and I'm like, oh, there's just like a tarp sitting on the side of the road. And I was like, oh, there's a ladder and a cooler.
I'm just
Dude, just pick up random trash on the side of the highway and keep driving. You have to make it like all the way without stopping or whatever. And it's like, you better find a gas can or a bottle on the side of the road to walk to a gas station.
Well, that is kind of that show, The Colony. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. That is kind of what that is.
Yeah, but the way I view it is it's like really shitty camera work, and it's like only posted on 30-second clips.
So it's like you're talking like a basically homeless simulator.
Yes.
Okay. I was watching a couple of the. So you know how Nick Rochenford has that like scuffed realtor thing where they look at like shitty houses on Zillow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well, there's like a subgenre of that.
Okay.
It does. There's no reason it should bother me as much as it does. Okay. But it's the people, the home inspectors who are doing like, this is a $2 million new construction, and it's like they didn't even tighten the wall socket. Yeah, yes. Like that, right? And I was thinking about doing one where you make your own version of that, but you're like walking through the house, and it's just you're just thinking everything's bad. You have like a hammer, and you like smash through the drywall. And you're like, look at the drywall works like fucking shit.
Right, you go into like a $20 million mansion
and just
that was
like
owned by
peel
Kid Rock.
Wallpaper off, and
we're
like,
gonna look at this house. Look at this, and you like you said, smash the wall. And it's like it took 4 hits, and the whole thing came down.
Yeah, or just be like,
look at this granite countertop. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah. And you'd be like, let's see if it's real granite. I don't believe it. You smash it in half. Like, well, I guess it was, but it wasn't installed right. It shouldn't have come off when I did that.
Yes.
Or you like stick a fork in the outlet and get zapped. Like that should never have happened in a $2 million house. And then I was saying that the end of it, I imagined you walk out and just like pour gas all over, and you light it on fire, and you're like, look at that fire suppression system isn't even fucking working. And you're like, follow me for more. And it's like, local man has been arrested for vandalism of a $2 million house. And I don't know. Those do really fucking bother me, though. I don't know. Like, I think it's like if you've ever been involved with building something,
like building literally anything,
you're like, obviously not everything's going to be perfect,
right?
But I don't. Maybe this is a personal whatever. But
granted, some of them like the framing is like
some of it's bad. I'm there very specifically the thing I was talking about. There was a black home inspector, which I, again, internalized racism being like, I already don't fucking trust you.
Exactly.
Right? But
even if you cut in front of me and you didn't know I was in line, still.
Yeah, but the guy was, he was complaining that they didn't torque down the screws in a closet door hinge all the way. And I'm like, and he's like, this is what you get for $800,000. And I'm like, dude, like, I don't know. I got those,
or they're like, look at this, not even secured, and it's just the silcock coming through the wall that just like you said, it's just like 2 screws, and it's like, all right, dude, come fuck yourself.
Well, and that's the thing is, it's like that these guys who built this house were on a time crunch, like right. Like you're like shit talking to workers. Like if it was like, wow, the management didn't do a good job,
right?
Okay,
right.
But this is not that. You're being like, these guys are fucking hacks. They have no pride, and it's like a Mexican guy, like, see. Yes, okay. And they like shove him in the van.
4 screws in 2 days.
Yeah, they were like shove him in the van with a broom and like next job site. But I was imagining having that type of show. I thought that would be kind of funny. I also, this one took me completely off guard. This is I don't even know how you measured. This might not be true, but I think it's true.
Okay.
On the communities on like the witch talk communities where they're witches and the generally magical zones on the internet where they do lots of spirit channeling. One of the most channeled spirits is Charlie Kirk.
Really?
Yes. Like, I can't tell you.
Charlie Kirk, help us.
It'll be like a lady like reading tarot cards and like faking a seizure, and she'll just be like, Charlie Kirk speaking.
How does that even cross? Like, how do you make those dots connect?
See, that's what I'm saying.
Like, literally at all. Like, those are 2 completely opposite realms. Is it only... Yeah, I'll take another one. Is it only because, like, he's the most relevant character that, like, died within the past 10 years? Or, like, I don't understand. Even APAC wouldn't support this.
Well, the part of it that it just didn't really make any sense to me because he definitely was not a active witch talker.
Exactly.
So, but I'm assuming that...
I was thinking earlier this week that maybe the radishes, us making fun of the radishes and the lady that was like Matthew 6:5 or whatever, maybe I got cursed with the diarrhea.
Well, I did tell you that we probably got cursed. I know
for a
fact that person went through and disliked every short that we...
Really?
Yes. So It's kind of funny, but
Fuck you, lady. I'm still drinking, and I'm not even shitting.
not yet. You might be careful, man. It might happen.
Well,
But
at least my burps, because that's the other symptom that I've had is just like heavy duty, like deep burps. But at least now when I burp, I'll be able to taste beer instead of just like nothingness.
the void. I taste the void when I burp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The Charlie Kirk thing was weird, and then I was looking
Very
through
funny.
more of the more magical side of the internet, and I'm sure people have already done this, so I don't want to go through it a bunch.
Sure.
But I was having quite a good time looking through the Etsy spells.
Ooh.
So you can go on.
Okay, what's the format here? Are they like scrls? Are they
No,
like
no, you
on
can just
pieces
pay.
of goat skin? Or do they just write them out for you?
I have the Tecuter here, so let me pull up Etsy. So you go to Etsy.
Yep.
And you type in spells. If my computer doesn't freak out. So let me see if, yeah, here you go. So
Spells.
let me manifest for you. Medium reading, psychic, blah, blah, blah. So you could type in this and be like, all right, lady, for the low price of, was it $11 right now? We can select the detail level and we could say standard detailed $11, extra detailed $18.60, VIP detailed. And for our personalization, we could say, please share your first and last name, date of birth, gender, and a clear description of the desire you would like me to manifest for you.
Please share first, last name, home address, social security number, credit card number, and I will manifest your radishes for you.
This account is a duplicate account of, there's like 3 or 4 of these that all they're ranked as bestsellers, which is insane.
That's crazy.
And there are these duplicate accounts.
Yep.
They use an AI image. This isn't look.
Yep.
Just look at the screen, okay? And they claim they have 20,000 sales over 6 months. Look at there's 3 of these,
Yep.
right? And these are all AI women, powerful custom spells, avoidant to obsession, love spells. So there's like you see how many of these are, right?
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, man.
So there's fuck me now spell with an AI video of tarot cards being read for $119.
This is something if Roger Elliott had access to this instead of Yahoo
Elliot
Answers,
Roger.
yeah, that guy. If he had access to this instead of Quora or whatever the fuck.
Oh, dude, David's fire intentions.
I don't understand why these women won't talk to me.
This is a real picture. Look, he's in like a stick hut with a bunch of bracelets on, leopard print something, and he's giving you a knowing smirk. He's about to do the fuck me now spell on you. See, the part that gets me though is like if you have the ability to cast spells, why are you selling it? Why don't you just make your own money? Like, it
doesn't work like
literally
that.
right here. This one is the fast money now spell.
For how much?
It was normally $70.
Okay.
Right? It's on sale, 75% off, $17.50.
Ah.
Okay. But this person has a 4.9 star review with 1.3K reviews.
Holy crap.
And, you obviously can fake it.
Sure.
Okay. But I'm going to one of the other ones, like a smaller one.
Yeah.
Weight loss spell.
Oh.
Okay. Of course. And 4.8 stars, 440 reviews. None of these have less than like.
This I can believe it because when I think about it, the amount of people that are out there, there's so many fucking people. You only need like 1% of your local population of every city to get like 100,000 people.
I don't know. This is the Magic 7 Coven, get paid to exist spell. A very specific audience.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
What's the nationality of the spellcaster?
These are AI ones. They all have a very similar. This is
Get paid to
Magic
exist.
7. Let me go through their profile and see what they've got.
Well, hell, man, they're like the welfare system.
All right, let's look at
straight for them.
They've got a few. They've got emergency curse removal, extreme face transformation, the manifest anything spell. The flat rate is $75 for all of these. Actually, right now they're having a 75% off sale on everything.
Oh.
The ones I just mentioned are normally $300.
Oh.
And now they're $75. It's a good deal. You guys might want to jump on it now, right? the extreme gender transformation spell.
Whoa.
And then you've got fertility spell, which I mean that one I at least like is within the realm of like I guess I could whatever.
Sure.
Win the lottery spell, ultimate millionaire spell. So why wouldn't you do that one?
To you instead.
Well, I'm not even saying that. I'm saying assume that these people have already used the spells on themselves. Okay. And they're just doing this more so out of the good of their heart. And the $300 charge would just cover materials. Just assume that. Okay. So what I'm saying is why would you pick the ultimate millionaire spell instead of the lottery spell, or vice versa?
Well, one, because
I know, but I'm saying the lottery would be almost, $700 billion.
Yes, but see, the thing is then you're like got to go to a liquor store, wait in line for like 15 minutes while the guy in front of you is scratching off like 62 different scratch offs. You have to talk to the bum that's outside trying to get money from you. With the millionaire spell, you just like wake up and be it, man.
Yeah, but would you pay $75 for the extreme vampire spell?
No, but I would be like a big like hype reseller, Instagram, like make your money now, and I would resell the spells. So I would bulk purchase them.
Drop shipping of spells.
Yes, I would bulk purchase the spells and then sell them at a higher profit.
Some of this shit out here, like this is it's incredible that you could come up with this is all AI.
I do like the idea of like, all right, we need to sell this, and like, okay, how much do you want for it? Well, I'd be happy with like $5 a piece, and then we're like, okay, we're gonna mark it at $500 and put it like 300% off, and people will be like, oh wow,
that's a good deal. I can't afford not to buy my wealthy lover spell from. Well, and then this one is so there is the fast cash spell, the wealthy lover. Then this one did make me chuckle, which is the become a witch spell.
Ah.
So, I mean, why don't you just do that and then just cast your own spells?
There you go.
That's the best.
Maybe you can't do it on yourself.
Maybe.
Because the devil owns
I'm
you.
saying that if you pay for it, right, then you can just do whatever you want. You could, I don't know. And then some of these also, the erase your past spell, which I really would like to understand what the thought process of buying that is. Like, do you think that that's like I assume that what that is
blank slate.
Well, is that you're using this as a way to like mentally forgive yourself for something, right?
Yes,
like
for purchasing spells online.
Yeah, well, just be like, I wish I didn't fucking cheat on my high school boyfriend, right? And then you do that and you're like, all right, I'm absolved. And you can go, okay, fine. But I'm saying if you're like, man, I wish I wasn't a violent criminal, and you buy that, and then that you get arrested, and they were like, well, I bought the $75.
No, I didn't do it.
Yeah, but there's also Harry Potter themed spells.
Nice.
Which is like terms from Harry Potter on here. And there was a
spigla digla.
There are variations of wealth spells, but the ones that really like, I don't know what the point of it is the emergency money spell, and it's marketed like a money order, like a payday loan.
Yeah.
And it's why would you?
How does that work? So I buy the spell from you, I get my payday loan, but then do I owe you like soul credits for getting the advance payment on it?
So you just pay the $75, 75% off, $75
naturally
in money to this person, and they will cast a magic spell, which is the emergency money spell, and you will have a source of emergency funds.
Oh.
But my point is, why don't you just do the lottery one or the
make me a billionaire one, or the wealthy lover one?
Why not do
you
that?
Need variety. You really do. I mean, it's not all spells work the same way. Speaking of like crazy schizophrenic magic things on the internet, have you heard of Dr. Bronner's magic soap?
I know what that is, yeah. My grandma likes that.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you read the label on it?
I've looked at it and just been like, yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, it's just like literally like schizophrenic rambling. I can't believe your grandma would even touch that.
Well, I think I
saw a video and I was like, wait, what? This has got to be a joke. And it's literally like, and the Anunnaki came down and taught Jesus how to teach Buddha, who taught them how to teach Confucius. And like everyone's in the love triangle, the circle of Halley's Comet. And they came down and they touched the Anunnaki with their fingers and they put it in their butt. And it's just like, oh my, like, and literally just an entire, like almost 3,000 characters of just rambling.
Yeah, I can tell you she's never read it. But I think it's.
I heard this man was a Christian.
Hold on. The iconic text-heavy Dr. Bronner's label was originally written by founder Emanuel Bronner to share his moral ABC, a philosophy calling for global peace and environmental unity. So, I mean, it's like a schizophrenic guy.
No, yeah, like there's like the entire label is a wraparound of like a 24-ounce bottle.
Yeah.
And you see how many characters?
Yeah, this is like one of those when I go on like 4chan and I get an infographic that is like the biggest image I've ever seen, and it's like a schizo post.
I wanted to print one out, but I couldn't get it to blow up high enough to hand it to you because there's like so much random crap on it. It is unbelievable.
And this guy transcribed the whole text.
This would be a good voiceover.
Magic soaps. In all we do, let us be generous, fair and loving, spaceship Earth and all the inhabitants, for all one or one for all, none and all. Over 150 years and 5 generations of soap excellence, certified use. Enjoy 2 cosmetics enough. I mean, this is like, it's required. Like, this is a new type of schizophrenia.
Yes.
Where
Please go look up Dr. Bronner's soap magic.
The part about this that's very interesting is that it's FDA requirements for labeling mixed in with schizophrenic rambling. That's what I'm laughing at here.
So they met the requirements. They actually nailed it.
I mean, I'm saying, so right here it's, hold on. Do not drink soap, like all that normal stuff, right? Where was it? So right here. So here's the whatever spaceships and shit, right?
Right.
Here's a warning. So it goes from instructions, warning, spaceships are here. Here's a thing saying another crazy thing about your scalp and fingertips. Then it says made in USA. Then it says how to use. So the instructions for how to use.
Okay.
Then goes back to a quick little crazy rambling. Then it goes to the contents of and it's like, dude, like imagine being the labeling committee at the FDA.
The guy, and also the guy that has to design their label. It's like, okay, so how do you want it to look? What do you want it to say on there? And it's just like, well, I want this, and it's just.
Well, I can guarantee you, based off what this thing said, that the first version of the label was done by himself.
Yeah.
Right. But the
FDA, like, all right, let's audit you. Let's look at what your label says, and they're like,
yeah.
Well, I guess technically he hit all the points. We can't.
It's funny. I'm actually laughing at this. And it might be a good tactic to take to deal with them because it's like they only have like a week to deal with you. So
there you go.
All of your labels are just insane schizophrenic rambling that make no sense, but it does have the right information. It's like, we spent a month and a half on one label, and he technically didn't do anything wrong. We can't,
Yeah. Good.
Fuck him. It's funny, man. That is it. I'd never read it. I just saw a bunch of text, and I assumed it was just like I assumed a woman designed it.
Sure, it is ridiculous. I never read through the whole thing, but I like took different sections, and I was like, yeah, this is pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah,
it's actually pretty impressive that the schizo, he was able to put that out there, and it's there, and it's just, people are buying it and shit, and it's just like, dude, that's a spell. That's a spell on the outside of a bottle. Yeah. It's just sitting there.
I was thinking about, it was either last week or the week before, we were talking about, the castrato, right?
Yeah.
And I was thinking about how I wanted to make a conspiracy up with it.
Okay.
And I made a conspiracy including them, so it's pretty cool, which is that actually there's a secret society that is still producing castratos.
Okay,
and they're the most successful musical acts of our current day. And like Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins, secret castrato.
No.
The guy who's the singer for Silver Sun Pickups that's just copying the Smashing Pumpkins, castrato.
Okay.
Bruno Mars, castrato. Michael Jackson, castrato.
What about
right?
the female singers? Are they castrato that just got trannied?
No, I wasn't thinking about women at the time. I was saying,
yeah, but they're not actually women.
I know, but I'm in my head. I'm thinking that it's it's like a secret organization, and they implant one great high-pitched womanly singing male per generation, and it's actually a eunuch the whole time, and that's like and I was trying to think of like what would the implications even be, but I couldn't come up with anything that was like evil. It was just like I guess
it's just to make more money.
But not even that. It was just like, yeah, we've been doing this for decades, and they're like, yeah, did you make a ton of money? And they were like, well, when Michael Jackson was around, yes, but then after that, kind of not really.
Kind of went downhill.
Yeah, and
maybe it's just the subclass of the Illuminati, so it's not like they're proficient at it; they just have to do it.
I don't know. I was thinking about. I was trying to come up with like more to it, but I was like, well, there wouldn't really be any. Not like they could like have kids, obviously, and it's not like they could have like a I don't know, but imagine if
they
that
just
was
do it.
that was they were being, and I'm not even really sure if it's really evil, but they're doing it.
Yeah.
So we need to keep our eyes.
People are actually asking for it, but they're just still doing it.
I know. I was also thinking about. Did you see that Dustin Poirier arrest video? Do you know anything about this?
No.
So
Yes?
Dustin
No.
Poirier, do you know who he is?
Yes.
Okay,
MMA?
MMA, right?
Yeah.
So he definitely is going through something right now, and I hope
Okay.
he gets better because he seems like a nice guy.
Sure.
Drunk in an airport,
Okay.
had to have.
Yes,
the
I
cops
did see
called,
that. Yeah,
right?
and he was like telling the guy to like, you want to fucking shoot me or whatever, and he was like, you know what, you're actually a pretty cool dude.
Yeah,
and
he
then they
was
walked him out.
Clearly having a little bit of a mental breakdown there, right?
Yes.
But the dude, he was the most effortless and seamless N-bomb drop of a white dude I've ever heard. It was so seamless and perfect that there were a ton of black dudes on Twitter being like, man, he can come to the barbecue. It was hilarious. Right?
I did like in the video where they were like coming up on him. He's like, "Do you want to go?" And the cop pulled back. He's like, can you get more backup? This is can you please bring more people over here?"
I like in the video when he's like, "You want to fight me?" And he's like, "No, not really." And he's like, "How about you fight me?" And he's like, "No, man, I'm good,
dude."
Yeah, it made me laugh pretty hard. But in that, whatever. It was so there was like all the black guys talking. Like there was a guy named Odie or Ode Osborne who's like a black guy in the UFC, and he's like, honestly, with the like basically the way he said that didn't even offend me. It was just
there you go.
Whatever. And then John Jones was like, yeah, he can have the N-word pass, like whatever, just like all this stuff.
LMFAO.
So I was imagining for our business plan.
Okay.
What we do is we start a business and we get like all the old black guys we know.
Okay.
And we form a council, like a round table council.
An unk council?
An council.
An old head.
And what you do is it's a Zoom call-in.
Okay.
Okay. So like if you could apply for an N-word pass to the council.
Okay.
Right. So you would, as a white guy, you would like get your accomplishments.
Sure.
Right.
Is it kind of like one of those like man training things they sell where they can
No. This is
yeah, well, you don't fucking know.
It's a Zoom call.
Okay.
You put in your resume. Okay. And then sight unseen, they've never looked at it before. They'll get a copy of your resume with your accomplishments, your whatever.
Sure.
The reasons why you should be able to say the N-word.
Okay.
Okay. Then they all read it and they look through it and they have a roundtable discussion with you there.
Okay.
Okay. And then depending on if they say, oh, you were born in like the shittiest place on earth and you've been saying the N-word since you were 10 years old, like, okay, fine.
Right, you get it.
And then they go, please say it. And your final test is in front of a jury of your peers who must drop the N-bomb.
A jury of unks.
Yeah, and then they'll
ready and waiting
they
for
can
you.
always pull it at the last little bit when they go like that R was way too hard.
Right.
Like, no,
Yeah.
right? And it'll be like, I don't know, $5,000-$10,000 per review, right? But it'll be like the cool hip thing to do. So Chet Hanks, he'd be first.
Yeah,
Like,
you
he'd
do
be
it.
the first guy to do it.
See, I like the idea of like the men training camps of like training you how to use it properly without them being like offended. So you come in there and you like bring them into the ghetto. You know how they like wake you up at 3:00 in the morning and dump water on a little fatty and be like, "You're a man, I'm a man."
Yeah.
But like training them how to properly use it in the right
But
context.
I feel like that would be
and then send them to the council.
That would be the probationary period if you fail the like evaluation. Like I would say that. So if we really want to make money doing this, okay, there's a fee that you have to pay. It's $5,000 for the application.
Okay.
And then
Just for the application, so you can be denied.
yes,
Okay.
but when you get denied, you can enter into the program to be trained to get the N-word pass.
Okay.
Okay, and the only people who would get it on first evaluation would be like
That's only like 20% of the population.
that would be less than that. It'd be like Dustin Poirier,
Yeah.
for sure, because that dude definitely grew up in a bad place. Right? It would be Chet Hanks because look at White Boy Summer, right? And then it would be there was one other guy that
Ted Nugent. Donald Trump.
It was somebody like that. I was laughing thinking about it. I was thinking the inaugural people would be Chet Hanks, would be Dustin Poirier, and I think it would say Vanilla Ice or something. Just something that didn't make any sense, right? And then the rest of them would have to go through what you're saying, and it would be they would have to be evaluated.
$20,000. Look at all your local men. We can get you set up for the N-word training. Get your N card.
Do you see black guys at work? Do you want to say the N-word with them? Something like that. But I was.
You want to be manging around with the boys?
It would be $5,000 a week.
Oh,
with no limit on how much training you would need.
okay.
So it could be, it doesn't take like 2 years.
Dude, I honestly think, like, you get a couple brothers along and, like, you get this thing rolling, you could do it. I mean,
no, that's what I was laughing, thinking, like, if you could convince black people to do it,
yes.
you could, like,
100%.
for sure.
I
So,
mean, think about, like, all the Los Angeles people and be like, oh, you know what? I think it really would
think
be
about
cool.
Justin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So I was laughing about that because as I was like writing it down, I was like, this actually, like, you could actually do this.
I honestly,
Even
if I saw like an Instagram ad for it, like within the next week, I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be like, yeah, this is actually a pretty good business model.
I don't know.
All the supply, all the demand.
Here's one that made me laugh that might not be funny, but I thought it was funny. So you know the Dan Campbell bite your kneecaps off speech?
Yeah.
Well, imagine recreating that, but having a Jewish rabbi do it, and he kept saying, "We're going to bite your foreskin off," and he's like, "We'll be in this city, and when you knock us down, we'll stand up and we'll bite your foreskin off,
And then we'll suck it.
yeah, and we'll bite it off again, and you knock us down again, and we'll find another foreskin and we'll bite it off,
And then you kick us out of your country, we'll find another country
Exactly.
to suck it off
Bite your
and
foreskin.
bite you off.
I don't know. I was laughing about that, and I thought it was funny.
Yeah,
everyone.
I did forget to research this topic, but
I have one more if you want me to say.
yeah,
it really
keep going
quick.
while I try and find this.
Well, technically two more. I was thinking about, because I was watching those zombie movies, right?
Yeah.
And I was thinking about there was a scene in one of them, a completely unrelated zombie movie, where it was like, you need to show us like pull your sleeve up, I think you're bit, and the guy wouldn't do it, and it was like this like emotional scene because the guy would be separated from his like family or whoever he was with.
Yep.
And they were like, just show us your arm, and he was like, I can't do it. And then I don't know what happened, but something happened. And I was imagining if instead of it being like if you get bit and you turn into a zombie, if you get infected, your dick explodes, whatever. And they're like, just pull your pants down, man. Show us your dick. And he's like, I can't do it. And they're like, man, just pull your pants down.
do it.
And he's like, I can't do it. And his family's like, Dad, why can't you just show him your dick? And he's like, I can't do it, son.
They end up shooting him and they pull it down and he just had a small dick. He wasn't actually infected.
And they were like, well, I get it. Okay.
Oh, dude, damn.
And
Yeah,
then
that'd be good.
And then the other one was I was thinking about the setting of a horror movie. So you make a serious horror movie, okay?
Right.
And the setting of it is like a giant building, whether it's a warehouse or an office building or whatever, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
And there's like a supernatural snowstorm that comes in, and it covers the entrances and nobody can get out, and anyone who leaves the building never comes back, but in like a foreboding way, not like they went home way.
Right.
Okay. And it's like a slow burn 2-hour movie where time is passing relatively quickly, and it's like a slow descent into madness where like cliques form, like, the warehouse workers join together against upper management and whatever, right?
Yeah.
Then eventually like they run out of food and this and that, and they end up resorting to cannibalism. And then the end of the movie is like somebody who like, I won't do it out of moral obligation, whatever, and they like finally break and they're one of the only survivors. And then as like he like takes the final bite and he's laying there and he's like, I don't know how I'm going to live with myself. The snow starts to clear and somebody opens the door and it's like a utility worker and he's like, Jesus Christ, it's only been like 6 hours, man. And in reality, it was literally like real time. The movie was going like no time has passed. It was
dude, that'd be fucking hilarious. I could see that happening.
I think it would be, you'd have
Power goes out in Los Angeles and it's like, we're all done. We're all dead.
I think it would be funny to do that, but I think that it would be almost impossible to figure out a way to basically communicate that it's like, no, there's no magic here. They didn't actually think months were passing. Everyone just was being dumb.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That's what I think that would be kind of funny. So.
I like that. I always thought it would be really funny to like promote a movie with a trailer and then have the whole movie be the trailer and then roll credits and have everybody be butthurt about it.
See, I thought it would be cool to have a movie where it's like Superman 2027 and this whatever. And in the first 5 minutes of the movie, the guy just dies and it's not anything like whatever. Just
or make an entire movie about like in the trailer and you have all these people, you have the protagonist, the antagonist, and everything else, and the entire movie just follows some random guy throughout the whole thing, and it's happening in the background.
Yeah, or it's like a Superman movie and it's like set in the fucking brutal world of Superman, whatever. You know how there's like comic variations of it.
Yep.
Like Superman 205, where he's like an evil dictator, and it's just follow. It's in his world, and you see him on the news, but the guy's just like mowing his lawn for 2 hours, and it's like
it's all the in between shit.
Yeah, and there's just no. He's never seen him. He lives in fucking Louisiana. He's not in New York. He's not wherever. There's no. Why would the evil villain come to Louisiana?
Dude, that's what I'm thinking. It might be lucrative to make bad movies, right? If you only have like a $1 million budget and you make like 1.5 million, you netted 500 grand.
I mean, that is like these dudes. They keep getting like that shitty movie, that Dead Don't Die movie. He got $11 million to make the movie, and even though the movie sucked, why would the studio give a shit if you make a 50% return on profit?
Exactly.
And return on investment? It's like, I do think,
and a 50% return on investment, it's a lot better than spending like 200 million and only making like 100.
Well, that I don't know, man. Some of this stuff is pretty bad when you look at some of those movies that are. Oh, this one. Apparently, we'll see. I'll do more research. We'll just confidently continue saying what we're saying.
Yes.
Whatever. But there were also movies that had a greater than $1 billion budget.
What?
Yeah, which was.
I know there were shows that had $1 billion budgets. I didn't know there was fucking movies.
So it was the Avengers movies together.
Okay.
So they were 500 million a piece.
Okay.
But it was originally only approved to be a single movie. Which those movies I don't understand. Like that was like the peak soy boy meltdown.
Oh yeah.
Cape shit Marvel slop movie. I mean,
the
it was
Funko
so
Pops
bad, dude.
got stiff.
Well, I remember like there were a lot of people that I knew that I had a higher opinion of before I heard them being excited about superhero movies. You're like an adult, man. Like what? It's like a cape man going around being like,
yes,
we need to do the right thing.
Unless it's Robert Downey Jr. and the one of the two. Fuck you.
But yeah, the earlier ones were all right. We were also children. That's a
good point.
I mean, the thing that bothers me about those movies is they say, no, stand up to whatever, and you need to do the right thing. Like, okay, so what's the right thing? It's you just got to do what's right. Like, okay, but what is that?
Yeah.
Well, what is the right thing? And they're like, don't be evil. And it's like, okay, but what in this?
Please elaborate.
Yeah, that's literally, and they can't give you an answer. There's no message behind it.
Right.
They're just saying like a thing that's like, you should always do the right thing and be good. And you're like, all right, but what is it in this situation? What does that mean? Should the guy not try to do what he thinks is right because he disagrees with you? And it's like, well, no, he's the bad guy. Okay, but what is the right thing?
Right.
You're not saying anything. You're just fucking do the right thing. Like, damn, dude, that's a good message.
With the trolley coming, does he pull the lever?
No, we have to stand up for what's right and do the right thing.
Knock the trolley over.
Guys, the train's coming. Tell me, should I pull the lever or not? You got to do the right thing. You got to.
Hey, guys, it's almost here. Tell me, what should I do? Is like, do the right thing.
Nobody can make that choice for you. Do the right thing.
You can only make that for yourself.
It's
like, guys, please, my wife's on the other line. It's like, with great power comes great responsibility. It's like, guys, please, no.
Literally, yeah. And then it's like the train goes by, and they're like, "You're the villain in the next $1 billion blockbuster movie."
Yes.
I don't know.
Superhero movies. Thank you.
Those ones, I remember watching the Jason Momoa Aquaman movie. With my father-in-law. He made us go to. I was like, I think.
Really?
When was that? Me and Rachel were still like, I wasn't solidified enough to just be like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
In that still like either like just married or still dating phase.
Yeah. Is he a superhero guy? I mean, I guess he is a Lego guy.
Oh, yeah, he is a superhero guy.
I walked in on him, actually, right before I was about to leave, because I was like, hey, do you need the air anymore? Shut the compressor off. And it was like I walked in him watching porn, but it was like him on Google Earth zooming in and out. And I was like, what are you doing? He goes, nothing. And I was like,
looking for alien ruins again?
He was like, I heard something about the Grand Canyon. And I was like, okay, dude, you need the air? He's like, no. Clicks it all off. He's like, all right, I'll see you later.
So I went to see that Aquaman movie, and I have never, ever liked. If anything has ever happened, I probably don't like it. So just everyone know that.
Exactly.
Okay?
Certified hater.
And that movie was bad. It was like shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And this was also, I think this was right after all the big ones came out. So everything was like noticeably on the downslope.
Right.
Everything that was after it was basically publicly seen as a cash grab.
Right.
And whatever. So that movie comes out and we go and we see it. And I'm trying to be nice and I'm sitting there and we walk out of the theater and everyone leaving the theater was completely quiet. Nobody was talking.
Okay.
right? And it was just like Dolph Lundgren was a bad guy in it,
Yeah.
and they were like, I don't even.
Everyone just left deflated. You can tell it was just
I'm thinking, and I don't remember a single thing about the movie. It was so bad.
Yep.
So we're in the parking lot, and we walked all the way from the theater to the parking lot. Nobody that was in the movie was saying anything on the way out.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
We get to the car, and he looks at me, and he goes, "That was actually way better than I expected." And I looked at him, and I was like, "Yeah, man, like, I guess." I said, "I guess it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be."
No.
And then he was like, "Yeah, it was like, that was like pretty good. I thought it was only going to be like a 6 out of 10. That was like an 8 out of 10.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm thinking, and I'm like, maybe I didn't like any of the Avengers movies.
Maybe I had too much poop in my pants.
Yeah, and I went
was just
home
doing
and I
something
looked
wrong.
it up, and I like looked at Rachel, I'm like, "Did you like it?" And she was like, "Not really, but like,
And you look online, it's got like a 60% on Rotten
no,
Tomatoes.
I don't even.
5.5 on IBD.
Yeah, it was like nobody liked it.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about that, and it's like there's people out there who are literally. It's like if you put the bright multicolored flashing light in front of them, and just be like, "The good guys won," and
Yes.
that's like it's like give them $2 million, please. Like I don't know, that was insane because I think in that movie also Dolph Lundgren had he had some really weird something set up in that movie that's the only thing I remember. I was staring.
I remember
think he had,
watching
like,
it one
face
time.
makeup on.
I can't think of anything.
Well, it's also
The only reason I really remember it is
it was
because
he had a fucking beard
he did?
in it, and it's all I could look at.
That's really weird.
Yeah, and his hair was constantly moving like they're in the water, and I mean he's like 75, right? And you can see
Damn,
it.
bro, look good for 75.
It's a wig. You can see it.
Yeah, but
And
still,
he's got like a wig that's going all over the place. He's had a facelift, you can tell. In his beard, it's just like I was like, dude, this is like he looks like sticky and like I don't know how to explain it.
Sticky?
Yeah, he looked like sticky underwater. It was like you could tell the makeup was like caked on, right? And he also did not have good control of his facial expressions
because
And
of the
there you go. Look at that. Okay, yeah, he looks like somebody's like pulling his face back as hard as they can. It looks like he's looking into a leaf blower with the way his hair
Yes,
is and
it looks
stuff.
like he's straining to take a shit.
And he's just well, and then it's also his head is CGI'd onto the body.
Yeah.
So his head would be moving and the body would be doing like an idle floating up and down animation.
Uh-huh.
And his head's like popping all over the place with like I was like, what the fuck is this, man?
The one experience I had that was like that, we watched the Primal Predator.
Oh yeah,
When they
with
came
the
out?
like young black
Yes.
guy.
Yeah, and it's just like
Or was that
no, it was like a
Indian
young
one?
Native American
okay.
girl, right, in like the States. And I was like, "Wow, it was actually a pretty good movie." And I was like, "Dude, what?" And the whole time it was like you were describing the death scenes in like the 28 years later, where it's like slow motion and like a stick barely goes past her face, and you're like, "Whoa!" And I was like, "Dude, this is literally hammered.
Just
punch.
the
It's so bad."
part like the 300 that movie.
Yes.
That's what they did. That was the thing that made him popular. And then everyone was like, we need to do this
Right.
from now on, because I think they look at it and they go like, all right, we only have about 45 minutes of actual movie.
Yeah, so we need to take all these fight
stretch
scenes,
this
instead of
shit
making
out.
them 2 minutes, we're gonna make them 15.
Well, the movie I was thinking of, so that Predator Primal movie or Prey or whatever it
Prey,
was.
yeah, I think it was Prey.
Is that the one? Well, that one was apparently a lot of people, yeah, it is Prey, thought that one ended up, even though it was, slop, it ended up being better than they expected because it wasn't as much of like a sick, powerful woman movie.
Sure,
as
right. It was
whatever,
still like
but,
actually.
I mean, I don't understand how you can have a alien that spends their free time hunting humans for fun that loses in every movie.
With literally like advanced
lasers and
technology, I can turn invisible, but the lady with a stick
Beats
is going
you,
to
yeah.
smoke a peace pipe and shaft me in the butt.
Well,
like whatever.
There
dude.
is another Alien or Predator movie.
Is there?
right? And the Predator in it is
I wonder if the original like aliens are any good. I haven't seen those in like 10 years.
The original Aliens is very good. The Predator in Predator Badlands, they literally made him into like a young hip black guy
Really?
with like a fade haircut, and it's like those are tentacles. That's not hair. You can't cut those. Like those are.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this. Look at this. So, like that. Like it's
that's
like,
not how that works, dude.
and that's the thing. And
those
like,
are organs.
Well,
those are literally like
and you can
that's the feelers.
you can
Those
also
aren't hair.
tell that movie had like there's a part in it where He's like walking through this field,
Right.
and it's like the shittiest effects I've ever seen in my life. And like these guys, I mean, this is like an expensive movie, right?
Right.
And it's just a guy. Like, his proportions are all wrong. He's just a guy with a giant latex wig on, basically.
Yep.
And he's just walking through a CGI environment. And you look online, and there's people being like, "Wow, that's the best movie I've ever seen."
That's the thing that irritates me so much. You'll have like $100 million movie, and then the latex and the makeup, like you said, the proportions aren't right, and so the top of their head is like wider than like the base of their neck,
Yes.
and it's like a figure 8, and you're like, what the fuck is this?
And
dude?
that's the people who. So bad CGI is bad. Okay, for sure.
Trust me, I watch Face Off.
Yeah,
I know what fucking newbies can do, dog.
Well, but it's people who act like just because it's practical effects makes it good are also insane.
Yes,
because when you watch stuff, they're like, "Yeah, that's all practical effects." And like, yeah, I can fucking tell. It looks like a guy in a mask.
Terrible.
Like,
nothing's moving.
Yeah, it looks like a guy in a rubber costume. I can tell.
Right.
Like, I don't like it. That's just as bad as the alternative. And there's a lot of those. Like, there's a lot of movies that people say are, "Wow, I can't believe it's all practical effects. There was no CG. This was all done in the '80s, whatever." And it's like you can tell everything is made of plastic. The thing's shitty. Nobody gave a fuck, right?
Yep.
I mean, even a lot of the stuff in The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing. That's
with
a
Kurt
great
Russell.
movie. Yeah,
great
movie. One of my favorite movies.
Yep.
None of the shit looks real. Looks like rubber shit from the store.
Right.
Okay.
But that's actually what happens when you have a good story and a good plot.
Well, that's
too.
what the thing is. You look past it because the movie's good, right? But if you were like, look how good the effects are, and it's like
where the dog face splits into six pieces.
It's like, dude, this looks fake. This is like not real. Yes. You didn't trick me.
You go to a costume shop downtown and you could find that.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just that shit annoys me when people constantly talk about how important the practical effects are, and then in reality, it's like it looks just as bad, but in a different way.
Yep.
This is like, come on,
when
man.
you were talking about like, show me your dick to show me you're not a zombie, I was thinking about the ending of the Thing movie. It was like where they're just standing there looking at each other. It's like, show me your dick.
Yeah.
No, you show me your dick.
Yeah, that's the end.
They just fall. They both die.
But neither of them know that the alien could replicate a dick, and the alien's like, well, man, I don't know what his penis looks like, so I don't want to.
And it like faces through his pants and it's changing shapes and doesn't know what it is.
Oh, like that Key and Peele sketch when it's like, I don't know what's down there. Could be a little face. And
yes, it's just like a Rolodex of different shit.
All right, I think we're going to end this one early today. So do you have any closing remarks that you'd like to tell everyone?
The last part of it is, if you feel like shit, just keep shitting.
Yeah, just shit your pants?
Yes.
Shit your pants at work. It's a call to action.